We just finished filming House Hunters International for HGTV. Chef Brian, are you ready?
I was born ready.
Here's the start of the show. The camera's here, ready to shoot.
Hola!
Hola!
Hola! Around 70,000 people a year apply for House Hunters International, and we were one of the lucky ones to be able to be on it. We want to show you behind the scenes of House Hunters International and the secret to House Hunters International.
When we found out that we're going to be on House Hunters International, we were so excited, but we didn't really know what to expect because the producer said that people react in 3 different ways. They're either really excited and make it a lot of fun, they're super stressed out, they think that's too much work and they don't enjoy it at all, or they're just completely indifferent, they just go through the process, pick the property and move on.
To be able to be on House Hunters International in Mexico was one thing I would only dream of. We were watching House Hunters International when we were in Chicago, of all different countries, not just Mexico, but whenever we saw Puerto Vallarta, it was obviously one of the episodes we were most fond of. And we always were like, hey, how cool would it be if we ever were on House Hunters International? So the fact that we were able to have that experience with our family in a country that we chose to come and live in was surreal. Let alone to have our whole family here was a pretty cool experience.
When we were making the decision to move from Chicago to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, House Hunters did play a part in it because that made us realize that a lot of people just like us, whenever they have the opportunity to move to a different country, they go ahead, they do it, and it works out just fine. So we wanted, by participating in House Hunters International, we wanted to be a part of it and also inspire others that it could be possible.
To have them move, but not necessarily that you have to come here and move, but also just come here for vacation and experience how our life here in Mexico is, and maybe somebody would want to have the same experience as us. And a lot of people have reached out to us in regards to our experience here and our move, and we are very happy to help in any way, shape, or form. So that was in itself a super cool gift for us, just to be on House Hunters International and meet all the cool families that also have the same vision as us. So when filming day came, I think our family was definitely not nervous, and we started our day off super early. The kids here were with us, and we had literally camera action and what else?
Lights, camera, action.
Yeah, lights, camera, action.
It was so cool that all of us could participate. The dogs, the kids, our hamster Chi-Chi, everyone had a role to play.
I'm still working, the crew's getting everything ready.
Okay, we have to clear the downstairs.
And here's Chi-Chi. And here's the start of the show.
When filming day came, we found out who our crew is going to be, and a special treat for us is that we got to hang out with Brian Unger.
You probably know him from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and he was our director.
Yeah.
Don't worry, because wherever you are, I'll find you.
Such a nice guy. Our kids loved him. Super amicable, nice guy to hang around with. Super smart, and just all the feedback that he gave us.
Brian Unger is extremely talented and experienced, and to me it was part of my personal growth because he would give me a lot of lessons about how to be in front of a camera. Paulina, she's more natural, she doesn't really have a problem in front of the camera. To me it was a little bit of a challenge. I would overthink stuff, what to say, what to do. And to give you an example, whenever we go to see a house, and I would just look at the house, and then they take us on the side to the OTF on the fly, and they ask me what I feel, then they ask Paulina what she feels. So he would ask me, so how did you like the house? And I would say, oh, you know, it's nice, but it's a little small. And then Brian is like, so tell me how you feel about it. I'm like, well, that's exactly how I feel. It's a nice house, but it's a little small. And then Brian would say, why don't you say that the style of the house is impressive, but I'm afraid the space would not work for our family.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy cow. So whenever you watch Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel and there's like new actors telling their stories about playing in a movie and how much they learn from the older, more experienced actors, that's exactly what I experienced firsthand.
Yeah, and just to be around that and have like the experience of having such a talented person here with us was a pretty awesome experience. The kids loved it. Even our dogs loved it.
Chef Brian, are you ready?
I was born ready.
Do you love chocolate?
I love chocolate. I've eaten more chocolate than in this past couple of days than I've had in the last 10 years.
All right.
So I feel
It's a
really good
win-win
about
situation.
myself. That's correct.
So we are here with Taniel and the House Hunters International crew setting up our next scene. How are you doing, Ivo?
It's just the styling. It's like,
Can you make it happen?
Yeah, but you have to look good.
Thank you.
We were able to just be ourselves. It was, we'll get back to this, but the key role here in being in House Hunters is getting to know our family and really getting to the core of why we came here, but yet also our relationship and how we make that decision on picking that one house at the end. Because we have to send, our audience on a little treasure hunt on really what house will the Kuna family pick. And, you'd think that I'd go one way, but really, we do trick you.
But that's the secret that we want to share with you, and I didn't realize before we got to film House Hunters that it's not a real estate show. House Hunters International is a relationship show. Whenever you watch an episode, you don't really remember what kind of house and what kind of apartment someone picked, bought, or rented. It's really the journey about two people that come from opposite corners of the boxing ring, and they fight throughout the show, and at the end they make a decision.
Totally normal.
And at the end, we made the decision that was the best for our families. We realized that we're not single anymore and that we have to compromise.
I mean, we knew we were not single anymore, but we had to compromise a lot with where we were going to live because of our kids. And I knew that coming here to Mexico, but Mr. Chris here thought that it was going to be way different, that you expect. Living in Mexico and vacationing in Mexico, as I wrote or responded to many messages, it is completely different. And they took a little bit of each tidbit of, what we also did in our daily life, little activities that we chose to do at the end with the kids or over the weekend. And they came into our house and they got to experience that with us. And that was a really cool experience for us.
And the worst thing about House...
He thinks this is boring. Me talking is boring, so.
And the worst thing about House Hunters International is the last day, and this is why Paulina was crying so bad, because...
I was literally bawling.
Like all good things have come to an end. We just finished filming House Hunters International for HGTV. And we're super sad that this is our last day. Paulina? It was an amazing experience. Amazing 4 days, but this is it.
Our crew,
Embarrassing.
Brian, Evo, David,
David.
Lilette, and Gabo, they were just so cool, and they were such an amazing group of people to work with. We had such a
How do
great
we get
time
so lucky? Yeah.
that when the last day comes, and they say cut, and that's it, and we know that they're going to leave, and probably we'll never see them again. That was the worst for us. Are you having fun working on this show?
I'm the safety PA.
Are we your favorite people?
Cleaning
Are we your
everything.
favorite contributors?
The most amazing people ever.
Oh.
Okay, let's go to Barcelona Tapas. Have some delicious food. Vamos!
Yeah, it was very sad. I'm like, I'm never gonna see you guys again, and but the memory that we're gonna get, or that we have now with House Hunters International and the friends that we made, we will always remember. And the fact that we were able to do this in Mexico, a gem truly in my heart I couldn't have asked for a better
you
experience.
like my new
And especially we got to show you and show the world this beautiful town of Puerto Vallarta that we chose to be our
This
new
is
home.
my new.
And if you ever have a chance to move to another country, just go for it.
Beautiful.
There's so many beautiful
Yeah,
places in the world.
absolutely. Until the next house hunters. Ben, look, say, see you next time, house hunters.
See you next time now.
So hopefully we'll see you again at House Hunters. Maybe we'll move to a different country and we'll get this opportunity again.
See you next time, Hunters.